Welcome back to our channel Respect Education. Hello everybody. Now we see a sample paper 1. This paper is issued by CBSE on 2nd September 2021. Time allotted for writing this paper is 90 minutes. Maximum marks 40 marks. There are certain general instructions. Let us see them. The question paper contains 3 sections. Section A has 24 questions. Attempt any 20 questions. Section B has 24 questions. Attempt any 20 questions. Section C has 12 questions. Attempt any 10 questions. So total here there are 60 questions, out of which we need to attempt total 50 questions. Now all questions carry equal marks. There is no negative marking. Now here let us enter section A. Section A consists of 24 questions. Attempt any 20 from this section. The first attempted 20 questions would be evaluated. This is the main point we have to keep in mind. The first attempted 20 questions would be evaluated. Now we see question number 1. Reema took 5 ml of lead nitrate solution in a beaker and added approximately 4 ml of potassium iodide solution to it. What would she observe? When you add lead nitrate and potassium iodide, we will get lead iodide and potassium nitrate. So the solution turned red is wrong. Yellow precipitate is formed. This is true. White precipitate was formed. The reaction of the mixture became hot. These two are false. So for the first one, option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 2. That is, identify gas A in the following experiment. See, this is the experiment, and here let us enter the position of gas A. Gas A is here. See, soap bubble filled with gas A. When we bring a candle, so burning of a gas A with a pop sound. That means here this candle, the flame of the candle is put off with a pop sound. So definitely the gas will be hydrogen gas. So for the second one, option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 3. Which of the following 2 combinations are correct? See here certain flowchart is given. When we take metal, on that when we add dilute HCl, then we get metal salt and gas. Now here these are the certain metals and here gas evolved or not. So here copper plus HCl, gas is evolved. Actually gas won't be evolved. So this is false. Iron plus HCl, hydrogen gas is evolved. This is true. Magnesium plus HCl, gas is evolved. But here it is given no. That's why it is wrong. Zinc plus HCl, gas is evolved. That is hydrogen gas. So this is true. That means here 2 and 4 correct options. Option you see, option D 2 and 4. So here option D is the right answer. Now we see question number 4. Which of the following correctly represents a balanced chemical equation? So here let us observe the option B here. 3 times Fe, here 3 times Fe. Fe3 means 3 times Fe. So here hydrogen 4 2s are 8. Here also hydrogen 4 2s are 8. Here oxygen 4 oxygen. Here also O4 means 4 oxygen. So here option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 5. The given graph, see here is the graph. This is the volume of the acid added and here pH values. In the given graph depicts a neutralization reaction, that is acid plus alkali give us salt plus water. The pH of a solution changes as we add excess of acid to an alkali. Which letter denotes the area of the graph where both acid and salt are present. See here below 7, there is the position of here acids. So 7 is neutralization, above 7 these are bases, these are the acids. Now here we need both acid and salt, both can be present at the letter D. So here option D is the right answer. So for the fifth question, option D is the correct answer. Now we see question number 6. In the reaction of iron with copper sulfate solution, CuSO4 plus Fe give us Cu plus FeSO4. Which option in the given table correctly represents the substance oxidized and the reducing agent? So here for Fe, oxygen is added. So here Fe gets oxidized. So here Fe gets oxidized. And the substance which gets oxidized can become the reducing agent. So here Fe also can become the reducing agent. So here we can say that Fe is only the answer for both. So here let us see from options. Option A, substance oxidized Fe, reducing agent is also Fe. So here option A is the right answer. Now we see question number 7. The chemical reaction between copper and oxygen can be categorized as. So when we take here, there is no place. Okay, here I am writing copper, Cu plus oxygen give us CuO. If we do balancing here, this is 2. So here it is 2. So copper to oxide it is. So when two or more substances react together, we get only single compound. So it is combination reaction. So here we can say for seventh one, option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 8. That is, which of the given options correctly represents the parent acid and base of calcium carbonate? When we take H2CO3, if we add it with calcium hydroxide CaOH twice, so that we get CaCO3 and then H2O. So here if we write here 2, then it can be balanced Ca, hydrogen 4, here hydrogen is 2 plus 2 4, oxygen here 3 plus 2 5, here 2 plus 3 5, right. So here H2CO3 will be the parent acid, CaOH will be the parent base. So here from options, option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 9. That is, how will you protect yourself from the heat generated while diluting a concentrated acid? So here by adding acid to water with a constant stirring, this is exact procedure. So here we should not add acid, mix water to acid, we should add acid to water. So ninth one, option A is the right answer. Now we see question number 10. Why is it important to balance a skeletal chemical equation? To verify the law of conservation of mass. So here option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 11. Carefully study the diagram of the human respiratory system with labels A, B, C and D. Select the option which gives correct identification and main function and or characteristic. So here it can be taken as some A, here this is B, this is C and this is D. Right. Now first bit, trachea. It is supported by bony rings for conducting inspired air. This is false. Ribs. When we breathe out, ribs are lifted. This is also false. Alveoli. Thin-walled sac-like structures for exchange of gases. This is true. Diaphragm. It is pulled up when we breathe in. This is false. So for 11th one, option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 12. Identify the option that indicates the correct enzyme that is secreted in location A, B and C. So here is A, this is B and this is C. So here first one lipase, here this first one is lipase and second one is trypsin and third one is pepsin. This is false. The first one is amylase and then this is pepsin, this is trypsin. This is true. This first one is trypsin, this is second one is amylase and third one is carboxylase. This is false. Now fourth one, this is permase, this is carboxylase and this is oxidase. This is false. So from the given options for 12th one, option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 13. Opening and closing of stomatal pore depends on, first one, atmospheric temperature. This is false. Oxygen concentration around stomata. So this one is false. Carbon dioxide concentration around stomata. So this is also false. Water content in the God cells. This is true. So for 13th one, option D is the correct answer. Now we see question number 14. The given figure shows a schematic plan of blood circulation in humans with labels 1 to 4. Here it is 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is 3, this is 4. Identify the correct label with its functions. First one, pulmonary vein. It takes impure blood from body part. This is false. So this indication is false. And the second one, pulmonary artery takes blood from lungs to heart. This is also false. This is aorta, takes blood from heart to body parts. This is false. Last one, vena cava takes blood from body parts to right auricle. So this is true. So for 14th one, option D is the correct answer. Now we see question number 15. That is, identify the phase of circulation which is represented in the given diagram of heart. Arrows indicate concentration of the chambers shown. Here there are two arrows are given, right? If we observe the given four options, here there are two options and here in the next page there are two more options. The correct option is blood transfer to the right ventricle to the left ventricle simultaneously. This is false. Blood is transferred to lungs for oxygenation and is pumped into various organs simultaneously. This is true. And let us see remaining two options. Option C, blood transferred to the right auricle to the left auricle simultaneously. This is false. Blood is received from lungs after oxygenation and is received from various organs of the body. This is false. So here for 15th question, option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 16. Observe the diagram of human digestive system. Match the labeling referred in column 1 and correlate with the function in column 2. So here let us enter C column 1 A, B, C, D. Column 2 here, first one is the length of this this depends on food organism eats. The length of this depends on food the organism eats. So this is what D. Now second one, initial phase of starch digestion. This is A. Third one, increases the efficiency of lipase enzyme action. So this is matched to B. This is the site of complete digestion of carbohydrates, proteins and fats. So it matches to this. Fourth one is for C. Now here options A2, B3, C4, D1. So from options, option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 17. That is, which of the following mirror used by dentist to examine a small cavity in patient's teeth? Concave mirror. So here option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 18. Which diagram shows the image formation of an object on a screen by converging lens? Means converging means convex lens. So if you see the options here, Observe the third option, C bit. See, parallel line, after refraction it passes through the focus. The ray which passes through optical center, it follows the same path. So option C is the correct answer. For 18th one, option C is the right option. Now we see question number 19. That is, which of the following can make a parallel beam of light when light from a point source is incident on it? Concave mirror as well as convex lens. So option A is the right answer. Now we see question number 20. Consider these indices of refraction: glass 1.52, air 1.0003, water 1.333. Based on the refractive indices of the three materials, arrange the speed of the light through them in decreasing order. So here whose refractive index is more, the speed will be more in that. So here air takes first place, and then water takes second place, and then glass takes third place. So air, water and glass. Let us see option C, speed of the light in air, water and glass. So option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 21. If a beam of red light and beam of white light are incident on the same angle on the inclined surface of a prism from air medium and produce angles of refraction R and V respectively, which of the following is correct? So here red light, it has the least, means this is the least deviated color whose refraction is less, whereas here violet gets more deviated, so whose angle of refraction is more. So here R is less and V is more. R is less than V. From the options you will see option D is the correct answer. Now we see question number 22. That is, examine the given figure and state which of the following options is correct. One small box in the figure is equal to 1 cm. See, this is the given figure. So if we observe the options, see here 1, 2, 3. So focal length is -3. And when we take the object is at C, we get the image also at C, that is real and inverted, right? So here let us see the options. From the options, this is third option. The mirror has focal length -3 cm, see f is -3. Next, and will produce an image magnification +1, because here when the object is at C, image also will be formed at C of the same size. So here h dash by h is equal to 1. So here magnification is +1. So option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 23. The angle of incidence from air to glass at the point O on the hemispherical glass slab. So here at the point O, means here at the surface of the hemispherical the curve. Here angle of incidence is 0. So here from options you see option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 24. That is, a prism ABC with BC as base. See here prism ABC, BC is the base everywhere. Now is placed in different orientations. A narrow beam of white light is incident on the prism as shown in below figure. There are certain 4 kinds of positions are given. In which of the following diagrams after dispersion the third color from the top of the spectrum corresponds to the color of the sky? So to get the third color from the top, that is nothing but blue, because when the prism is reversed, the colors that are noticed after dispersion are Vibgyor. V I B G Y O R. As a result, if we observe the figure 2, the prism is to be reversed. So here figure 2 shows the exact position. So as a result, figure 2 is the correct image. This is the correct image to obtain the third color, which is blue. See here third color is blue. That is also the color of the sky. Band of the color show violet at the bottom of the prism is kept with BC in the bottom. Suppose if we keep BC as at the bottom, then the third color will become, V will be kept here down. So your third color will become yellow. If the prism is kept BC at the top, means if it is made reversed, then the violet will be at the top, so that, and the third position can be taken by either, means here third position can be taken by the blue. So here the third color, that is blue, from the top of the spectrum corresponds to the color of the sky. Further, the position of the prism should be reversed. So here second position, that is option B, is the right answer. Now we see section B. Section B consists of 24 questions, that is serial number 25 to 48. Attempt any 20 questions from this section. The first attempted 20 questions would be evaluated. Now question number 25. Identify the correct option from the given table which represents the type of reactions occurring in step 1 and step 2. Let us see the table now. Let us see the reaction. Limestone, when it is heated, here we get X plus CO2. Again, when water is added, we get here slaked lime. See here it is heated up, means here heat is to be given, right? So to get the reaction, heat is required. So it is endothermic. So here B and C endothermic. And here when we add water to it, heat is evolved. While the preparation of slaked lime, heat is evolved. So this is exothermic. So first one is endothermic, second one is exothermic. So here from the box, option C is the correct answer. Now we see question number 26. In which year is the concentration of hydrogen ion the highest? So this is the pH value, and here these are the years. So if you see, if you observe all the bars, see the bar which is at 2002. So here whose pH value is more, that means the concentration of hydrogen ion also more. So here let us see the options. Option A 2002 is the right answer. Now we see question number 27, that is, the diagram shows the reaction between metal and dilute acid. So it is zinc plus dilute HCl, magnesium plus dilute HCl, Fe plus dilute HCl, Cu plus dilute HCl. What is the reason for different behavior of Mg, means magnesium, in test tube B? See it is settled down, it is settled down, it is settled down, it is floating. The main reason is that magnesium reacts with dilute HCl to produce H2 gas, which helps in floating. So here option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 28. The table shown below gives information about 4 substances A, B, C and D. So substance A, melting point are given, electrical conductivity, it is in solid, liquid or aqueous. So here let us say identify the ionic compounds from the above given substances. So here the substance, here it is being capital A, capital B, capital C and then capital D. Now since we are finding the ionic compounds should have the high melting point, because they have the high melting and high boiling points, because there is a strong electrostatic force of attraction between the oppositely charged ions, and hence a large amount of energy is required to break the strong bonding force between the ions. So here ionic compounds whose melting point is more. If we see the list here 1210 and 1890, so they can be the ionic compounds. And these ionic compounds in solid state, they are the poor conductors of electricity. So here it is say poor conductors of electricity. And in liquid or aqueous, they are good conductors of electricity. So here as they have the highest melting point and then poor conductors of electricity in the solid phase, whereas in the liquid phase they are acting as good conductors of electricity. So here option B and C both can be taken as ionic compounds. So B and C means here from the list option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 29. When I observed that the stain of curry on a white shirt becomes reddish brown when soap is scrubbed on it, but it turns yellow again when the shirt is washed with plenty of water, what might be the reason for his observation? Here the soap is basic in nature and at the same time turmeric is a natural indicator which gives the reddish color in bases. So here from the options you see, soap is basic in nature, this is true. Turmeric is a natural indicator which gives the reddish color, reddish tinge means reddish color in bases. So here option 2 and 3. So from the option 2 and 3, that is option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 30, that is, in which of the following setups would the bulb glow? So here let us see, there are 4 setups are given. Here we are using the solution as a dilute HCl. Since it is acid, it has ions, so here in this case bulb glows. In first case bulb glows. Here we are taking the sugar solution. This is neutral, this is okay, neither acidic nor basic. So here bulb does not glow. And here the third case, in the third case here we are taking alcohol, this is also neutral. So here also the bulb doesn't glow. And the fourth one you see, this is lime water, it is basic in nature. So here it has some ions, so here bulb glows. In first case and fourth case bulb glows. Let us see the options here, 1 and 4. Clearly option B is the right answer. So for this 30th question, option B is the right answer. Now we see here question number 31 to 35 consist of 2 statements, assertion A and reason R. Answer these questions selecting the appropriate option given below. Option will be the A when both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. We can select option B when both A and R are true and R is not the correct explanation of A. We can select C when A is true but R is false. We can select D if A is false but R is true. Now we see question number 31. Assertion is given as fresh milk in which baking soda is added takes a longer time to set as curd. This is true. Reason: baking soda decreases the pH value of the fresh milk to below 6. So this is false. Here A is true but R is false. So for 31st one, option C is the correct answer. Now we see question number 32. Assertion is given as decomposition of vegetable matter into compost is an endothermic reaction. This is false. It is exothermic reaction. So here assertion is false. Decomposition reaction involves breakdown of a single reactant into simpler products. This is true. Here A is false but R is true. So here option D is the correct answer for the question 32nd one. Now we see question number 33. Assertion is given as resins and gums are stored in old xylem tissue in plants. This is true. Assertion is true. Here resins and gums facilitate transport of water molecules. This is false. So here A is true, R is false. So for 33rd one, option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 34. Assertion is given as sky appears blue in the daytime. This is true. Reason: white light is composed of 7 colors. This is also true. But R is not the correct explanation of A. So here option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 35. The table given below shows the reaction of a few elements with acids and bases to evolve hydrogen gas. See element A, element B, element C, element D and their reactions with acid and base. Which of these elements form amphoteric oxides? Amphoteric oxides means these are the metal oxides which react with both acids and as well as the bases to produce salt and water. So these are called amphoteric oxides. So here let us see which elements are getting reacted with acids and base. Both. See here B and here D. So options B and D are called amphoteric oxides. So option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 36. In which of the following groups of organisms Blood flows through the heart only once during one cycle of passage through the body. So here if you see the options, it happens in shark, dogfish and stingray. So here option D is the right answer. Now we see question number 37. What is common between extensive network of blood vessels around walls of alveoli and in glomerulus of nephron? So here it is, thin walled caterpillar is richly supplied with blood. So here option D is the right answer. Now we see question number 38. Plants use completely different process for excretion as compared to animals. Which one of the following processes is not followed by the plants for excretion? So first option, they can get rid of excess water by transpiration. This is the right one. Actually this is followed by the plants. Here the thing is that we have to find out which is not followed. They selectively filter toxic substances through their leaves. This is false. This is not done by the plants. Waste products are stored as resins and gums in old xylem. This is true. They excrete waste substances into the soil around them. This is also true. So here which is not followed by plants is the option B. So here option B is the correct option for the question 38th one. Now we see question number 39. That is, if the power of a lens is -4 diopter, then it means that the lens is, actually when the power is negative, the lens is concave lens. So here either option A or option C, these are the, any one of them is the correct option. It can't be convex lens. So here we can cut directly B and D. Now let us find out their focal length. So as we know, P is equal to 1 by F when F is in meters. So when F is in centimeters, we can write 100 by F. So it is, when we here substitute the values, let us write here F equal to, we need F equal to 100 by P. 100 by P. So that is 100 divided by P is -4. I am writing minus here and 4 is here. So finally F is -25. Here as we are selecting 100 by F, it is -25 centimeter. So here we can say the answer as, it is a concave lens and -25 centimeter. So option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 40. That is, rays from sun converge at a point 15 centimeter in front of a concave mirror. See here, the rays from sun means the object is at infinity. So all the rays, they converge or they meet at focus. So this is the focal length. 15 centimeter is the focal length. So we can write F as 15 centimeter, right? Where should be an object placed so that size of its image equal to the size of the object? When we need size of the image equal to size of the object, then object should be kept at center of curvature C, right? Then the distance between the pole or pole to the center of curvature is nothing but 2 times F. That is also called radius of curvature. So here 2 times F is 2 into 15, so 30 centimeter. So clearly the object is to be kept at 30 centimeter in front of the mirror. In this case we get the height of the image or size of the image equal to size of the object. So here for 40th one, option A is the right answer. Now we see question number 41. In which of the following groups of organisms food material is broken down outside the body and then absorbed in? It happens in yeast, mushroom and bread mold. So here option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 42. In a person, the tubular part of the nephron is not functioning at all. What will its effect be on urine formation? Option A, the urine will not be formed. This is wrong. Urine will be formed. Quality and quantity of urine is unaffected. No, it will be affected. So this is false. Now urine is More concentrated is wrong. In fact, urine is more diluted. So here option D is the right answer. Now we see question number 43. If the real image of a candle flame formed by a lens is 3 times the size of the flame and the distance between the lens and the image is 80 centimeter, at what distance should the candle be placed from the lens? According to the given information, here it is real image. So magnification is negative, that is given as 3 times. So m equal to -3. And the size of the, the distance between the lens and the image, that is image distance V, is given as 80 centimeter. Now the question is that what is the distance should the candle be placed from the lens? So U is to be found now here. So let us write the formula. We know that in lens, so here as there no place, I am doing m equal to V by U. So let us substitute the values. M is -3 is equal to V is 80 by U is U only. So here let us do cross multiplication. -3 into U is 80. So U is equal to 80 by -3. I am writing minus here. So -80 by 3 centimeter. So from options you see option D is the right answer. Now we see question number 44. While looking at the given diagram, Nalini concluded the following. See, this is the given diagram. Object is taken in between C and F, and here the ray which is passing through C, it follows the same path. The image of the object will be virtual one. No, this is false, because we will get the virtual image when the object is in between F and P. This is pole. So this is false. Second one, the reflected ray will travel along the same path as the incident ray, but in opposite direction. This is true. Now third one, the image of the object will be inverted, means real and inverted. This is also true. This is a concave mirror and hence the focal length will be negative. This is also true. So which one of these statements are correct? Here 2, 3, 4 are correct. 2, 3, 4. So here if you observe 2, 3, 4. So option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 45. In the above diagram, so here this is the given diagram. Light is traveling through different media. See here medium 1, medium 2, medium 3 and medium 4. Again here medium 1 comes, okay, same medium 1 and 1. Now it is noted by a scientist that angle 1 equal to angle 3 and also that is equal to angle 4. Angle 1, angle 3, angle 4 are equal, and but angle 2 is less than angle 1. Which of the following statement would be correct? Medium 1 is denser than medium 3, but its density is equal to medium 2. Here clearly you can observe that medium 1 and 3 both are equal. Here we can't say medium 1 is denser than medium 3. And since the angles are equal, so this is false. This statement is not correct. Medium 2 is the rarest medium, means it is a rarer medium. If it is rarer, then this refraction, the refracted line should move away from the normal. It is bent towards the normal, so this can't be the rarest one. So here this is the wrong option. Medium 3 is denser than medium 1. In fact both are equal, so here it can't be denser, and it see 3 can't be denser to medium 1. At the same time 1 is also can't be denser than medium 3, so this is also false. Medium 1 and 3 are essentially the same medium. It is given, see, angles are equal, so they both should be same medium. But medium 2 is denser than 1 and 3. This is true. Since medium 2 is denser than 1, since 1 and 3 are equal, so 2 is also denser than 3. So here option D is the right answer. So we can say option D. Now we see question number 46. The refractive index of flint glass is 1.65 and that for alcohol is 1.36 with respect to air. What is the refractive index of flint glass with respect to alcohol? So here refractive index of flint glass with respect to alcohol is refractive index of flint glass, that is 1.65, divided by refractive index of alcohol, that is 1.36. On simplifying we will get 1.21. So option D 1.21 is the correct answer. Now we see question number 47. The given lens has focal length 10 centimeter. This is the convex lens. So here f can be taken as positive. So it is plus 10. Next, the object of height 2 mm. So it is given h. H is given as 2 mm. When we can we convert into centimeter? 2 by 10 means 0.2 centimeter. At a distance of 5 centimeter from the pole. So this is the object distance. So it should be negative because here we are getting it. We are taking in front of the lens. So it is minus 5. Find the height of the image means h dash. H dash is to be found now. Right? So let us find the image distance first using lens formula. That is 1 by f equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. Minus 1 by u. U is here minus 5. So minus minus becomes plus. It is plus 1 by 5. So this is 1 by 10. This is 1 by 5. Let us send 1 by 5 towards the left side. So here 1 by v is equal to 1 by 10 minus 1 by 5. Right? Now here let us take the LCM. That is here 10 will be the LCM. It is 10 1s are and here 5 2s are 10. So 2 1s are 2. It is minus 1 by 10. Minus 1 by 10. When we take the reciprocal, v is minus 10 centimeter. So we can take v as minus 10. See the image also we get the same side of the lens. So here it is the image distance also is negative. Now the question is that finding h dash. As we know, magnification m is equal to h dash by h is equal to v by u. Let us raise h dash as it is because we are asked to find, and h is 0.2 centimeter is equal to v is minus 10 and u is minus 5. Let us cancel negative negative. Let us do cross multiplication. So here h dash becomes 0.2 into 10 becomes here that is 2 divided by 5. Here on simplification we get 0.4 centimeter. It can also be said as 4 mm. 4 mm. So here let us see option C 4 mm. Option C 4 mm is the right answer. Now we see question number 48. A cable manufacturing unit tested few elements on the basis of their physical properties. See, these are the physical properties: malleable, ductile, electrical, conductivity, melting point. So here there are substances. Okay, 4 kinds of substances are there. Which of the following above elements were discarded for the usage by the company? Actually, company selects if the material has malleability, ductility, electrical conductivity, and it should have high melting point. So definitely W will be selected, whereas X, Y, Z, see for X and Y there is no malleability. For here X and Y there is no ductility. For Z it has no electrical conductivity, and for X and Y they have the low melting points. So that is the reason here X, Y, Z together can be discarded, means they can't be accepted. So here answer X, Y, Z can be denied. So here option B is the right answer. Now we see section C. That is, section C consists of 3 cases followed by questions. There are a total of 12 questions in this section. Attempt any 10 questions from this section. The first attempted 10 questions would be evaluated. Now we see case 1. That is the salt story. It is collected from the New Indian Express, 9th March 2021. So this article is published in the New Indian Express on 9th March 2021. Let us see here what is given. The salt pans in Marakkanam. It's a port town about 120 km from Chennai, are the third largest producer of salt in Tamil Nadu. Separation of salt from water is a laborious process, and the salt obtained is used as raw materials for manufacture of various sodium compounds. One such compound is sodium hydrogen carbonate, used in baking as an antacid acid in soda acid fire extinguishers. The table shows the mass of various compounds obtained when 1 liter of sea water is evaporated. Let us observe the table carefully. Here these are the compounds, formulae and mass of solid present per gram. Sodium chloride, that is NaCl, we get 28 grams. Magnesium chloride MgCl2, that is of 8 grams. Magnesium sulfate MgSO4, that is of 6 grams. Calcium sulfate CaSO4, that is of 2 grams. Calcium carbonate CaCO3, it's of 1 gram. Total amount of salt obtained is 45 grams. Now let us see question number 49. There are certain questions based on this. Let us do them one by one. Question number 49. Which compound in the table reacts with acids to release carbon dioxide? See, out of these, CaCO3, calcium carbonate, it reacts with acids to release carbon dioxide. So here 49th question, option C, CaCO3 is the right option. Now we see question number 50. How many grams of magnesium sulfate are present in 135 grams of solid left by evaporation of seawater? Let us see here, magnesium sulfate, it is of 6 grams out of 45 grams. Now here the question is, out of 135 grams, how many grams of magnesium sulfate is present? So here let us solve it. So 6 grams when the total is 45 grams. Here how many grams? X grams if the total weight is 135 grams. So here let us do cross multiplication. X into 45 is equal to 6 into 135. From this equation, x equal to 6 into 135 divided by 45. So here 45 1s are, 45 3s are. So 6 3s are 18 grams. From the options, option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 51. What is the saturated solution of sodium chloride called? Saturated solution of sodium chloride called as brine. So here option A is the right answer. Now question number 52. What is the pH of the acid which is used in the formation of common salt? So here the strong acid is to be used. So it is like HCl. So it's whose pH value is between 1 and 3. So here option A, that is between 1 and 3, is the right answer. Now we see case 2. The figure shown below represents an activity to prove the requirements for photosynthesis. During this activity, 2 healthy potted plants were kept in the dark for 72 hours. After 72 hours, KOH is kept in the watch glass in setup X and not in setup Y. Both these setups are airtight and have been kept in light for 6 hours. Then iodine test is performed with one leaf from each of the plants X and Y. So here plant X, plant Y. Now here question number 53. There are certain questions based on this. Let us solve them one by one. Question number 53. This experimental setup is used to prove the essentiality of which of the following requirements of photosynthesis? Is it for chlorophyll, oxygen, carbon dioxide or sunlight? This setup is done to check, to prove essentiality of carbon dioxide. So here option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 54. The function of KOH is to absorb. KOH absorbs carbon dioxide. So here option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 55. Which of the following statements show the correct results of iodine test performed on the leaf from plant X and Y respectively? So here, since the glass, here the something is kept here below X, that is here, yes, both are set up okay, airtight. Glass, watch glass, since watch glass is kept below the X, there will be no change in the color of the leaf X. At the same time, the leaf of Y color can be changed from blue black color. So it will be changed to blue black color. Let us see from the options. You see, blue black color would be obtained on the leaf of the plant Y, and there is no change in the color of leaf of the plant X. So here option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 56. That is, Which of the following steps can be followed for making the apparatus airtight? Placing the plants on glass plate. This is one of the processes where here we can tighten the air. Using a suction pump is not possible. Applying Vaseline to seal the bottom of the jar. This also can be done. Creating vacuum is not possible. So here 1 and 3 are the possible. So 1 and 3, option C is the right answer. Now we see case 3. Noor, a young student, was trying to demonstrate some properties of light in her science project work. She kept X inside the box as shown in the figure. Here there is a substance, okay, that is X, and with the help of a laser pointer made light rays pass through the holes on one side of the box. So here she is sending the laser light through this. She had a small butter paper screen to see the spots of the light being cast as they emerged. See here light ray 2, it gets little bit bending. Here even light ray 1 also gets bending. Now let us see, there are certain questions based on this. We are going to answer them now. Now we see question number 57. What could be the X that she placed inside the box to make the rays behave as shown? So here we have seen there is a refraction, that too the distance between them is equal, so it should be a parallel sided glass block. So here for 57th one, option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 58. She measured the angles of incidence for both the rays on the left side of the box to be 48.6. She knew the refractive index of the material X inside the box was 1.5. What will be the approximate value of the angle of refraction? As we know here, refractive index N equal to sin I by sin R. So let us take refractive index as 1.5. Sin I, that is sin, here I is angle of incidence 48.6 degrees divided by sin R. Let us write sin R as it is because we are asked to find. Now here let us write 1.5 as it is equal to sin 48.6. See in the question it is given that 0.75. So we can substitute the value 0.75 by sin R. Now here let us do cross multiplication. Here I am writing sin R is equal to 0.75 divided by 1.5, right? So let us do here into 100 by 100. It becomes 75 by 150. So 75 1s are 75 2s are. So this is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 nothing but sin 30 degrees, right? If sin R is sin 30, then definitely R equal to 30 degrees. So the angle of refraction is 30 degrees. So option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 59. Her friend noted the following observations from this demonstration. Glass is optically rarer than air. This is false. In fact, glass is optically denser than air. Air and glass allow light to pass through them with the same velocity. This is false. They have the different refractive indices. So the velocity of the light also will be different. It can't be the same. Air is optically rarer than glass. This is true. Speed of light through a denser medium is faster than that of the rarer medium is false. In fact, speed of the light through denser medium is lesser than that of the rarer medium. The ratio of sin of angle of incidence in the first medium to the ratio of sin of angle of refraction in the second medium gives the refractive index of the second material with respect to the first material. This is also called Snell's law. So this is also true. Now we see here which one of the combination of the above statements given below is correct. Here 3 and 5 they are only correct. So here you see options 3 and 5. Option D is the correct answer. Now we see question number 60, and of course this is the last question of the paper. If the object inside the box was made of a material with refractive index less than 1.5, then what happens? Here if the refractive index is less, then lateral shift of the rays also would be less. Now let us see the options. Lateral shift of the rays would have been less. This is the correct option. So here option A is the right answer for the 60th question. If you feel this video is helpful to you, please like, share and subscribe our channel. And please do not forget to press the bell button so that you will get the notifications from our channel. Thank you very much.